till sultry soul. No one else can fit that. Oh, there's only one man that I lost long ago. That know you. Yeah. Feel it deeper every day, like a fire inside, never going away. See your pictures, I love that to play, but not never play. That look on your face when know you. Like a fire inside, never going away. See your pictures, I love that to play, but not every play. That look on your face where
Welcome to Raw. I'm your host, Lena. You just heard I Know You by Raina Bee and the Hive. And they're here with me now, Raina Bee and the Hive. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Oh, nice to have you, yes. Your song was great.
Thank you.
So you wrote the song?
Yeah, so the writing process in our band tends to be like I'll write the song and then I'll bring it to them to kind of like fill out the other parts that I need, so like bass and drums. That's what we have right now in our band, so.
So you're Raina?
Yep, Raina.
And you are?
I'm Will.
Will?
Chris.
Chris. So Will, you're on the guitar?
Yeah, bass, yeah.
Bass and drum.
I play drum.
Okay. How did you guys meet and get together?
Well, I've known Chris since I was in like high school. We've been in bands like on and off like for like 15 years or something like that. And then Will I met through our old drummer, so we used to have another drummer, and he was like good friends with him. But our old drummer ended up leaving the band, and he still kind of stuck around with us. So
You were like, I'm still in it, bye, see you later.
Yeah, I wasn't leaving.
yeah, he's dedicated.
Why would you leave a good band? It's a good band.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what would you say your influences are growing up, like the type of music?
Well, I guess I started out listening to a lot of like No Doubt, but also the Spice Girls, let's be real, you know, stuff like that when I was little, NSYNC, like, you know, stuff like that. But then I moved on to like, I love like older music. So I loved Amy Winehouse when she came out. She's been a big influence on me. And like singers from the 60s, like Dina Washington and Sarah Vaughan and like all those like kind of jazzy type singers I love. So yeah, I don't know, I've always tried to keep that in the background when I'm singing, yeah.
So she knew you from high school. So she comes to you and she says, you know what, I'm going to be a singer. I've been writing these great things, you know, going to give me a beat.
She just was like, I need people to play music with. And I was like, I'll do it. And that was that.
That was that.
Very nice. And obviously you're not having a problem with the music.
I mean, we came out
together.
with our first EP in November. So that's on like Spotify, it's on iTunes Music, it's everywhere. It's we're called Raina Bee and the Hive. It's called Stung, so you could look it up. So we came out with that, and now we're working on our second one, which is I'm still in like the writing process of it. So we're trying to get all the parts right and see how it's going to sound in the end. So I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but we're working on more stuff.
So I Know You. Is that a song like any cynicism in there? Like, yeah, I know you.
Basically, yeah, you got it, yeah.
Just throw mad shade.
It's kind of sarcastic. That's how like all my songs kind of tend to be. Because I don't know, like personally, I've just gone through a lot of like stuff in my life, so I tend to just write about like the real things I've gone through. So like it's kind of like, yeah, I know you. Like you could try to like act whatever way you want to act.
Do you want to give a shout out to the person you were thinking of with this? You're like, no, I'll stay quiet with that. So I Know You. I know what you mean by that, though. All right, we're going to go on to the next song, which is Shape Shifter. we'll come back and we'll talk about that, right?
Okay.
Here's Raina Bee and the Hive with Shape Shifter.
All right. Shapeshifter. Hey, yeah. Pretending you're gonna leave when we both know that you won't, and you just say the fake goodbyes for all the other girls you know. Why you trying to act like you got emotions for? This is just a game you play when you are getting bored. You gotta stop calling for me too late in the night. Wake me up at 3 a.m. like, baby, you're my life. The only life you have for me is a fabricated liar. When you're full of drugs and alcohol, you slip into a shapeshifter. I don't miss you. You're an animal, you're a shark, preying upon broken hearts. Shapeshifter, I don't miss you. You suck the life out from me, and you shift into a disease. And I am afraid, 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 afraid. Yeah, start lying about those other girls who blowing up your phone. At 6 a.m. she wanna know why she woke up alone. Her angel flown away, she says on Instagram, sad picture. I wonder if she even know her man is a shapeshifter. You gotta stop calling for me too late in the night. Wake me up at 3 a.m. like, baby, you're my life. The only life you have for me is a fabricated liar. When you're full of drugs and alcohol, you're living into a shapeshifter. I don't miss you. You're an animal, you're a shark, preying upon broken hearts. Shapeshifter, I don't miss you. You suck the life out of me, and you're shaped into a disease. And I am
And we're back. That was Shapeshifter by Raina Bee and the Hive. Back again. Shapeshifter. So who is changing? What is this about?
This is basically about somebody who is a different person when they drink and sober, and they're just kind of all over the place and scatterbrained and, like, you know.
I heard gin does that. That's the Dr. Jekyll and Mr.
Gin will
Hyde.
definitely do that. Yeah. So that's basically what it's about. I think, you know, a lot of people kind of relate to that someone in their life that they've known at some point where it's kind of like, I know you, but like you're totally different right now, and like. But in my case, it was like they were nicer to me when they were like drunk or whatever. That's when they'd want to call me and like hang out with me, like, you know, like. So it's kind of like a, you know.
Now, is this the girls' point of view? Do you guys put any spin on this whatsoever? Or you're just all about the music, let's just see what sounds great and whatever she writes?
Yep.
Yeah, they give me a lot of freedom. I don't know.
No, that's good. It's working. You have a great sound.
Thank you.
You know, so, and a great look. You guys play well together, and that's what being in a band is all about. You have performances around town?
Yeah, so I actually just got like a monthly spot in Amendment 18. So the first one is September 23rd, and then it's October 12th after that.
They could always check that out.
Exactly. They could go to my website, www.rainabeehive.com. So it's.
How did you come up with that name?
So it's kind of funny, like in college, like my first name's kind of like unique enough, like Raina. Like you wouldn't think I would need like a different thing. But when I was in college, my roommate, everyone called her ABC, and then they called me Raina Bee, and it just like rhymed. So like people would call me B in college, and like, I don't know, it kind of like stuck with me.
Was your mom happy with that? People, hey, is B there?
Yeah, she was like, who's that? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure. My mom's never really too happy.
Okay, she's got to like the music
She
now,
does,
right?
she does.
Okay.
She just worries a lot.
And so from Raina Bee, you just figured B goes with Hive.
Yeah.
You guys didn't.
To be quite honest with you, Bobby Briz, the rapper, came up with a name for our band. I was like, I don't know what to call us. He was like, yeah, we're gonna be in the Hive. Like, it just flows. Like, I don't know. I was like, okay, that works.
And we're gonna get to his song in a little bit. So the next song that you have is Soul Seeker. I love all these little. It's like a journey. We're taking a journey, getting to know you. That's really cool. So now let's go to Soul Seeker.
Okay.
That was Soul Seeker, Raina Bee and the Hive. I do like that name. It is really cute, and I love the way you have it on your website. It looks really great.
Thank you.
You know what I think is really, really, really awesome? that you are a local Staten Island band.
Yep.
And that's very rare for us here. Do we have a full band from Staten Island? So, do you still like Staten Island? Most people are like, I can't wait to leave Staten Island. I happen to like Staten Island. How do you feel?
I mean, I think there's like a good little community of like musicians here and artists, kind of cool, and I have my friends and stuff, so, you know.
You were born and raised here?
I was born here, yeah, so I live in Eltingville. I was raised in Eltingville. Where you guys are from?
Just right up the street.
Yeah, Chris is up the block
I'm like
from
biking
me.
distance.
So you guys met in school
Yeah, in
locally.
high school, yeah, so.
And you can, but you're also from Staten Island, right?
Yeah, I'm from West Brighton.
Okay, North Shore.
Yeah.
That's happening right now. That's good. So through the mutual friends you all met, and it's easy to get around Staten Island. So what are some of your influences?
Definitely a lot of older stuff. My dad is a big Deadhead, so I was raised with the Grateful Dead, Led Zeppelin, Eric Clapton.
More classic rock.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm a 90s kid, so like Blink-182 and all that 90s stuff.
And
also.
Sync.
Yeah.
That was a really good band, NSYNC, and they had some great guitar riffs in their stuff. You're a guitar player, so yeah, that makes sense. What about you? What is your background?
My dad plays like all the woodwind instruments, so like instead of like growing up with like all like the classic rock like kind of stuff, I grew up with like jazz and funk, so like Tower of Power.
Drums are big in jazz,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
It's very hard. Like if you are a jazz drummer,
I wish I was a jazz drummer.
like to play jazz it's almost like it's a different instrument. You're not just banging on the drum, in other words.
Yeah.
So did you get anything off of that from jazz? Was that?
Probably just like my, I don't know, weird style. I don't know.
But what's your favorite band?
As like a classic like drummer growing up, like Blink-182 is always like, oh, Travis Barker's so sick. But Stuart Copeland is really awesome with the Police.
Now that's classic right
Yeah,
there. I mean,
I'm kind of scattered. I'm bad at favorites. I
good
just kind of
music
like
is
it
good
all.
music, so
Yeah.
so it'll work that way.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what is this song about? Really, Soul Seeker.
Soul Seeker is about kind of like, I don't know, they're all kind of like about relationships in a way. That's just what I tend to write about. And this one is just like you found the person that you're supposed to be with, but they're just like, I don't know, they're messing up, like whatever. You might be messing up too. It was like a weird situation at the time, like, you know, where it was just difficult to be with the person. So that's what the song's about at its core. But yeah, we tried to make this one a little more like a soul song, I guess, like you could say, like his little funky bass line and stuff. So Soul Seeker kind of worked for the name too.
Now, the next song that we're going to hear in a few minutes, this is very different from your other songs because you feature a rap artist in it. Is this the only song that he's in with you, or you have a few?
We actually wrote one for our next EP with him on it too, that we're working on. So, but this is the only one that's on our EP that has him on it. It's called Echoes, and he's Bobby Briz. You can find he just came out with an album called Byzantium. It was recorded at Cobra Sun Studio in Staten Island, which is
so
where.
this was more like a collaboration
More
with
like
him.
a collaboration, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yep.
Was that interesting? Would you guys are used to rock, and she's got her sounds going on. You're like, rap. It fits nice, but
Yeah, it was definitely something new for me, but I just thought it was cool, kind of bridging the gap between the two genres. So that was cool for me.
do you listen to rap at all? Or?
I used to actually a lot, like old rap, like Nas, Biggie, Tupac, that kind of stuff. Not really any of the new stuff, but.
What about you?
I like Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
you thought it was okay, right?
Yeah.
Something different.
Do whatever you want. It's music. I don't know.
He's all right. He's good for anything.
Yeah.
yeah, he's basically down for anything that's Chris.
You have the hardest job because you've got.
Oh
the
yeah.
biggest
If I mess
to-
up in the slightest bit, I get like the death glare from everyone.
That's good. That's good. So you guys are having fun. All right. Let's hear the next song, which is Echoes. Right. This is featuring Bobby Briz. Echoes.
'cause I can't stand to hear jokes if you're all in one. Way down on your stereo sound, you hear the echo, you hear the echoes. Way down when you're running around, you hear the echo, you hear the echo. Way down on your stereo sound, hear the echo, you hear the echo. Way down when you're running around, you hear the echo, you hear the echo.
Yo, what's wrong? You're rocking out in your car to Taylor Swift, thinking about how you couldn't believe all the sarcasticness I released when provoked, but you really just don't even see what you did to me mentally. You don't know how much effort that I put in and gave you all these extra chances, even after sex was never we hardly could get romantic. I tried to make this work to the best of my abilities. You were always dragging me down to hell, you were killing me. I'm never gonna disappear, my vocals are immortal, and the world is gonna hear this pity for you. Not no more, you're always taking pills, make me feel about nothing, and make me feel worthless, you stupid twit. Oh yeah, I thought you said your personality's fiery, my rhyming scheme will torture you. I'll haunt you forever, to the day you die I'll taunt you. These songs will get an echo in the darkness halls you walk through. When you hear me on the speakers, the headphones better turn the volume.
Down on your stereo sound, hear the echo, you hear the echo.
Oh.
Way down when you're running around, hear the echo, you hear the echo. Way down on your stereo sound, hear the echo, you hear the echo. Way down when you're running around, you hear the echo, you hear the echo.
Oh.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh.
That was echoes, 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 echoes.
We do that live sometimes with reverb. Yeah,
Do you?
we
Do you?
yeah.
Okay, that's fun. Well, it is fun, right? So now that's with Bobby Briz.
Yeah.
Now you also know, so now he comes in, he does songs for you, you do songs with him, you collaborate back and forth. Is that how that works?
Yep, we collaborate. We worked on a song called Cigarettes off his album Byzantium at Cobra Sun Studio. So, you know, I played piano on that, I played guitar on it, and I also sang. And, you know, we're working on our next EP there as well, and we have one song that's going to feature him as well. So,
So now you said you played piano, you play guitar, you play a lot of instruments. What else are you limited to those two? That's pretty good.
I actually just bought a ukulele, so I've been learning ukulele. I could play Over the Rainbow on it.
That's pretty cool. That's becoming very popular for some reason. I
Yeah.
see more and more people picking that up.
Someone had one at an open mic, and they just gave it to me, and they're like, "Oh, here's a few chords," and I was like, "Oh, I could do this," like, you know. So I went online like that night, and I was just like, "I have to get a ukulele now." Like, just get one. Why not?
So we're going to be hearing some songs from you on a ukulele.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what that means.
Big competition for you, bud. So I did notice, though, on your website that there was another video with Bobby Briz in it. You have a few videos on the website.
Yeah, if you go to www.rainabeehive.com, you'll find all of our videos. So we have one on his album called Cigarettes, and then we have, we have Soul Seeker, and Soul Seeker actually has a lot of art on Staten Island. So we tried to use a lot of the murals and the artwork that was around when you're just like driving and you see them. So we actually had a dancer come and dance in front of the murals and stuff. It was funny. At the end of the shoot, it was like raining, and she was such a good trooper. Like, she stayed out and like she was like dancing in the rain. Like,
well, how fun was that, going around to places and, you know, did people watch when you were
people
filming?
did, yeah. People were like saying stuff to us, like coming up to us and like, you know, I don't know.
Did they want a picture, an autograph, you know?
I don't know. They were just.
Stop dancing, you freaks.
I don't know.
But you never know what people scream at, right? You never know.
Yeah, I don't know. So a lot of characters on Staten Island.
Well, and we do have a lot of great artists from Staten Island, as well as musicians, which are a testament of,
Thank you.
that go around and you know, make good sounds, good music, good views for all of us. That was really nice to incorporate that in. You having fun doing a video? Do you do a video for every song?
We don't do it for every song, but we have like 2 out, and we have another one that's waiting to come out called Queen of the South that we filmed with Ed Hellman. So he like works on, I know he does like commercial work and stuff, but it's basically just being like it's in production right now, and it's probably going to come out towards the end of September. It's my guess. So
all of these are going to be on your website.
Yep.
Okay, and then where do they get the new album?
So the new album hasn't come out yet, so we're still very much in the process of writing it. Like we're doing bass lines on Saturday, like this weekend. Like.
But you have what is available? For
the old album's available. It came out last year in November. It's on iTunes. It's on Napster. It's on Apple Music. It's like everywhere. If you go to the website www.rainabeehive.com, it shows you like everything that it's on, and you can figure out how you want to listen to it. It's even on Spotify.
It's on LimeWire.
It's on LimeWire, you know.
It's
everywhere. Yeah. Tried to put it as many places as possible.
Well, that's great. And you're playing, like you said, you have Steady at Amendment 18 that you're going to be playing. You'll find that on your website as well, right? When you're playing. And I'm sure you go around to other places. You have North Shore, South Shore. There's a mix, right?
Yeah.
Different crowd, different place. I wish you guys well. Thank you so much for coming.
Sure. Thanks for having us.
Sharing your music. Stay well. Keep the beat. Thank you for tuning in to Raw. Today's guest was Raina Bee and the Hive. Don't forget to check her out. It's a great sound. See you next time.